Right guys, welcome to another video. This is the third video I'm doing today, but this is going to be a breakdown of the week. So I'm going to be taking tomorrow off for the NFP. I just want to kind of go through an incredible week in terms of the evaluations. Managed to get about $800 to $900 on the personal account as well, on one of my other PAs. But this was a just under $32,000 week, I think, on here. Let's just see if I can get the exact figure. $32,280. So pretty wild week. Most of that, like 95% of that is evaluation money. So basically me passing the evaluation counts for Topstep. So I have now passed three $150,000 accounts, which was all $9,000 each, and I also had 100k in there as well, which I've passed, but decided to go with the free 100ks instead. So that is the total profit for the week. And just to go over some of the trades that we took today, so I'll put this screen on large so you can see we had a short off the open, just so you can see I didn't take any trades pre-market. The only trades that we took are basically three trades that we had, so two winners and one stop. So we had the short, okay, and then when we came back up into resistance, I was playing off the low to low extension short. That then ultimately broke the 62. So let's just show you that. So basically we had a short down here that got sold into. I then went low to low on that short, so I drew the low to low. We broke out, and then I drew the high to low. We broke this 62, therefore that tells me trend is changing. So then I buy the retracement, and that retracement was the 50, and that's where my entry was. Okay, down at the 50, we never broke the 62, and we went to completion targets, -23. My first target was basically to see if we could get back to high of day. We did, and then I trailed my last targets. I wanted to just get just underneath basically the -62. I front run the target by 5 or 6 points. But we've ultimately come back up to test that level, and I told the members that we're done for the day. Done every single day this week by 11:30, and just had some really good trades. So these were the trades that we took yesterday, some of the short, and then I took a long down here and basically got out for about 10 points. But again, this was a great trade all the way down to the downside, a good 80 to 100 points. And then again, this was another short that we took into the 60s, covering down into the 610s, going long here for like a break-even trade, and then shorts again. Didn't take it all the way down to the final targets, but that was just some of the targets and the trades from yesterday. Doing all this live in the room on Zoom, so I've just finished the Zoom session with everyone and just said to them that I'm not going to be on tomorrow. I will still be in the room if people need to answer questions and stuff, but I'm going to be done live streaming, and I will be back on Monday to kind of kick off again. But just to show you the trade that we took this morning, the short at 9:30 or 10 o'clock was basically this area here. So just to quickly break that down, you can see I had these 60s. If I just remove this pivot here, this was my pivot short low from down here, okay, so from the 2nd of August, and we came right to that 60. That's where my entry was, okay, on this push here. We sold down. I did actually have two targets left down at the lows. I ultimately took them off for a quicker profit, so I'll just show you that, which was here. So if I just bring this chart over, you can see this was the trade shorting into the 460s, and then I covered on this push into basically 416s, and you can see we got that push. We got that push here, and then ultimately sold right down off. Okay, so I tried to short into this area here. So I'll just show you the short extension. So we basically had this here, and then I went low to low on the extension. Okay, we did have some resistance at that level, but ultimately we broke through, right? So we broke through. We had some resistance here, and then we broke through. So what I did is I just went a traditional high to low. We broke the 62, which tells me trend was changing. So therefore I then buy the retracement long. If I'm wrong, I'm happy to be wrong. I switch my bias and we go to being right. We then got the 50 and we retraced all the way, or extended all the way to -22 and all the way up to -62 where we are now. So you see, we never actually completed the target. We came back down, trapped some longs, came down back to the -23, and then completed all the way back to the -62. And I believe that is, yeah, so that is the pivot low that we broke yesterday. So the pivot low all the way from the 24th of July, we came right back into that level. Okay, so we came right back into that level. They defended the 372s on the Qs this morning, and you can see we've come right into that pivot. So that is going to be this area here, and we have just rejected from that level right now. So this, I imagine we do actually come up to test 80s, so 80s. So I do imagine we come back up to test this pivot low here and then possibly reject, come down to 370s on the Qs or even 365 on the Qs. I have this box marked at 15,266 to 15,000. So a nice area of support. That coincides with the daily Fibonacci levels that we have from this high to high sequence. You can see high to high. We are right at this break and retest level, which is also the yearly 78.6%. So that's telling us we've retraced all the way back up 78.6%. And we are now break and retesting that level. So is this going to hold and we are going to get extensions to 16,500 to 17,300? We'll have to see. The original extension was actually from this level here. So the actual extension that is still in play, we tagged the 38. We have completed negative 23. We haven't yet completed negative 62. So you can have both extensions on here are valid. So if I just go to the daily, you can draw that extension from the 22nd of May, and you've got a couple variations. We either find support here and complete the 16,400, or we break this extension here. So we come down, we break, and we come into a new extension, either the 38s or the 50s. That's where I have on the other screen, I have my box zoned out. So 15,266 to 15,000, and that's where this level here is on the Qs on the daily. Okay, so this area here. So if I sync this on the layout, there we go. So that is the level that I have on the daily. If we cannot find support here at the 78.6, we most likely, well, not most likely, we definitely can find support here at the 78.6. We have taken out these lows, so we can bounce on Amazon and Apple earnings after the bell, and also NFP tomorrow, but I won't be here to trade that. We did get a rejection off this pivot here as well, which was quite nice. So a couple scenarios here. We either, bounce here and go higher, or we come down, test these levels, come up, fail down here and break all the way down to a daily pivot that I have marked here. But I'm not going to try and predict too further out in the future. I'll just take it day by day. But that's going to be a wrap, guys. Thank you all for watching. If you are interested in watching me trade live, join the Discord. Links will be below. And other than that, guys, I will see you all in a new video.